Alright, so here we are in the first hub. Now, if you've played Butcher Bay, you know exactly how these work. Each level is part of a larger HUD, and the HUD is usually connected to hubs, and you can reach all the levels through these. And I will shut up because of phone call.
Hi, this is Jenny.
Jenny, it's me, Jackie.
Hi, baby. Happy birthday. I just got into my new place. I thought you were going to help me unpack.
Yeah, I'm sorry, baby. Things got kind of screwed up at work.
Again? That's too bad. I have a surprise for you.
I can't talk right now, but I'll be there soon. I promise.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Look, just remind me again how to get to your new place.
It's on Orchid Street here in Chinatown. It's just next to the basketball court. It's apartment number 11. Oh, but you'll have to go around back through Mulberry Alley. They're doing repairs or something on the front door. Are you on your way now?
I'll be over as soon as I can. Now do me a favor. Just don't open the door till you know it's me.
I'm a big girl, mystery man. I can take care of myself. I'll see you when you get here.
Hey, humor me just this once. Okay? Now I gotta run. Bye.
You were right about the lip syncing getting worse.
Yeah. So, I'm going to try to show off a couple collectibles every time I have to use the phone. Some of them are good.
Even in darkness, light dawns for the upright, for the gracious and compassionate and righteous man. Psalms 112, verse 4. Hello, my child. You have reached the Trinity Church's answering machine. There's no one in this house.
That's
of the Lord
really ironic.
Right now,
Yeah. Most of these are actually references to the Darkness comics and, like, characters that are important in those, and places and events and stuff like that, and some of them are just weird. Like, the next one we do is one of my favorites.
This one?
Yeah.
Welcome to the emergency call center. For personal assistance, press 1. If you're on fire, press 2. If someone is trying to stab you, press 3. If someone is already stabbing you, press 4. If you've been stabbed and you're currently bleeding to death, press
I just want to see the instances where people would call these.
6.
If you were stabbing someone.
Press 7. Thank you, and have a nice day.
That was a lot of instances of stabbing.
Yeah, there's 2 for just, anything else and then stabbing. Also, all these pictures in here are all, like, subtle clues about the darkness and what's going on in the story.
I hear you're pissed off your Uncle Paulie. Put his boys out to look
So
for
here's
you.
the first of Jackie's minions. They all live in the subway, and they are all old as hell.
I steer clear of that
So,
little rat like he had the bubonic plague.
I'm assuming his
What the
guys
hell
are
did
nicer
you
than the
do?
other guys.
Money was
Kind of.
involved.
Because the other guys are...
They're nicer in the way that they won't
Well,
shoot
what
you
are you
and
gonna
murder
do?
you,
Hey, I was wondering,
but
you
they'll
still
talk
seeing
behind
that
your
girl,
back,
Jenny?
and
I was
sometimes their
thinking,
livers
you know,
give
if you
out.
ain't-
Hey,
Well, are they actively, like, trying to
matter of fact,
harm
just
people for no reason?
No,
Okay.
they're just
Well, there's
kind
a
of
phone down
in
the
the
platform
subway
you can
and
call
they
it
shout
from,
at
you know?
people in Italian.
Hey, you say hi
Oh.
for me,
So,
okay?
you know, every New Yorker.
Yeah, it's not bad. What the fuck? Skim. Not a movie I would ever watch.
Some of these are actually pretty cool, you know, poster-wise. Also, all the graffiti in this game is done by a single artist. He's the same guy who did all of the graffiti in Butcher Bay, too, if I recall.
Oh, well, yeah, it's Starbase.
Also, you can't use your guns
problem,
or
tough guy?
even activate the darkness here.
not yet.
Because
I
it's the
don't.
hub?
Yeah, just, you can't.
No.
So
Well,
there.
they don't want you fucking up their nicely designed hub.
Ain't fair, man. That asshole won't let me play my harmonica at my spot unless
Also,
I
here's the
give him
first
a
of
couple
several
$100.
sub-quests. They're pretty bad, to be honest. They don't really serve any
He's
point.
always hanging here here goes by the name
The
of
reward for
Compton
all of them
Star.
is the same, and that's why they kind of suck. And the reward is always one collectible.
You just gotta know how to
So,
persuade
you know,
her.
one funny phone conversation, which will probably last like, 10, 15 seconds for any side quest, any of them. And some of them are just really annoying.
Yeah,
Compton Scar?
my problem is I'm a big music
Compton Scar? What kind of name is that?
No idea, but I do like how Jackie resolves this.
He's an honest-to-God virtuoso. So my suggestion is that you leave him alone and let him do his thing.
And if I don't?
Well, if you don't, I got a magic trick for you. I see you around here again, dipshit. I'll put my arm down your throat and pull a rabbit out your fucking ass.
Just relax, alright? You can play down here if you want.
I'll just harass him later when you're not here.
I was about to say, you got to admit though, they got like the voice for, kind of an Italian mobster
I
down
never will
pat
say
on
this to
Jackie.
no one, but you got a good heart.
Yeah, he's actually not very good. He now whenever you come by here, he'll be playing the harmonica, which is kind of cool.
That's so nice. I haven't been to very many subways, but it seems a bit big for a subway.
Also, these customer service things, these are your waypoint things. So if you ever get lost, you just tell them where the last person told you to go, and you go there, and there you go.
Hey, Jackie, it's me, Nicky Barucci. Wait up. Good to see you, Jackie. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Just use it, Paulie.
I like to think that
How's
Jackie,
life?
like all of his extended
So,
family, just
Jackie.
lives down here.
Your wife I'm worried about.
Hey Jackie, how you doing? Why you ain't married?
Don't see anything.
Well, I'm gonna go see my girlfriend. Your girlfriend, how's she doing? I got things to do. I'm sorry.
Some of the younger boys.
Is she pregnant yet?
scared to
I'm
take
sorry.
the road
I'm sorry, Uncle Barucci. Just leave me alone.
I wouldn't come around here
Stop.
for a while if I was you.
Stop talking to me. I have things to
Paulie,
do.
put a hit on
Oh
it.
yeah. Yeah, I know about your girlfriend. She's in mortal danger. Should probably go do something about that.
Careful around here, son.
Want to look at my bottle cap collection?
No, I don't want to look at your bottle cap collection. God damn it.
Hands full cleaning up the last mess. Some asshole hit the head chef.
You have no idea. This actually becomes a plot point.
Bloodbath, isn't it?
Like
What?
his alliance with all of the old
You
mob
remember Jenny,
guys.
right? She
This
moved to a
guy?
new place
Yeah.
around here. It's supposed to be
Fuck.
by some ball court.
Apparently he's
Where it
just
is?
talking about somebody whacking an Olive Garden
Court. Sure.
chef.
First
That's,
street to the left, and then second to the right.
I mean, to be honest, that's a bit of a stretch.
See, it's kind of funny that he mentions, oh, someone got shot in the Olive Garden, because we're about to kill like 30, 40 people
But I can take care of myself.
in the street, like no cover, no nothing. We're just gonna like, oh yeah, here's something else about this. It's kind of cool. They have televisions, and the televisions actually have like shows. Like you can change the channel and stuff like that. And we are absolutely going to get a content hit on this. So I'm gonna try, there's shows. Here you go. This is all you get. Buy the game. It's good, I swear.
Yeah, someone's gonna try and content match that. Fortunately, nobody gets any money from this because we don't actually.
Ever been in love with somebody
have
who's
any
so
reason to
beautiful
revenue these.
you couldn't
By the way,
bear
quick
your
way
own
to see if you're
darkness?
going in the right direction.
That's how I feel about
If
you.
Jackie starts
We grew up
talking in the
together in
void
St.
about
Mary's
something
Orphanage.
relevant to the plot, you're doing
Guess
good.
I'm gonna have to tell
So long
him
as he's not just kind of
what kind of
babbling.
scumbag
If
I
he's
really
babbling,
am.
you are probably
What the
going in the
hell
wrong
am I gonna
direction.
say?
If he's fiddling with his fingers, guns, or anything else, then yeah, you are definitely going in the wrong direction.
So look for the monologue.
Yep. Also, this right here is an alternate costume for the Berserker. They're collectibles too, although they're really hard to find. I think that's the only one I get.
What happens if you're not in the shadows?
So here's how the darkness works. So long as you have the darkness activated, you have a shield, essentially. The little lights on the sides of the eels. By the way, the eels are named Lefty and Righty. They don't actually have any names, just everyone calls them Lefty and Righty, so... Anyway, the lights on them depict how much energy your shields have, and every time you get shot, they go down. Take too much damage, they'll, give out, and then you just get shot, They can actually absorb quite a bit of punishment.
As I can see.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you're in the light, you'll hear this loud hissing sound like something's burning, and your shields will just go down naturally over time. Pretty quick, too. So, like, if you're in the light, you're just screwed. Get out of it immediately. If you're in the darkness, then, you know, activate the darkness and you're fine. Nothing can kill you, really, unless, you know, you get focused down.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So the other thing that happens in this game is that Righty gets absolutely every single heart, and I kind of feel bad for Lefty, even though he is a hellish monstrosity from another dimension coming out of your back who eats human hearts.
Lefty wants hearts too.
Yeah. Don't
Like as far as tentacle monsters go, I've seen worse.
Don't worry, in the sequel he gets his comeuppance.
Does he get all the hearts in the sequel?
No, but he gets, like... Okay, in this game, the powers you get aren't really part of Lefty and Righty, despite the fact that they feature so prominently on the screen 90% of the time.
Yeah.
In the sequel, Lefty and Righty actually both do stuff that you can trigger at any time, and Lefty is just way more useful in that game than Righty is, which makes me laugh. So yeah, that's the entrance to the apartment, which I found out later. And the Olive Grove is just over there, which totally isn't Olive Garden at all.
No, not at all.
Also, I'm trying to find the light, because there's a lot of light here, and I thought it was that, but whatever.
Why aren't these guys, like, absolutely terrified that you have crazy eel monsters popping out of your back? That was brutal.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. Yeah, that's the other thing. No one seems to really realize that you have the darkness. Even the people who know you do are just kind of like, whatever, I can take you with my guns and
of
minions.
Which you have as well.
Yeah. By the way, these pistols, this is another kind of problem for this game, is that there isn't exactly a lot of weapons. So, the whole dual pistols thing, this is going to be me, like, 60-70% of the game. It's a lot.
It's alright. I know you like pistols.
They're cool. I like the fact that he cycles through them, like it's not just two pistol models.
Yeah.
I don't like that he just drops them if you try to reload. That part kind of sucks.
Well, you have crazy eel monsters on your back. That's helpful in the fight.
That's pretty cool.
Hey, Jackie! Up here!
How does she not see those?
Jackie!
Because we were around the corner.
Hello! Hey, you found me! Come on upstairs.
Well, she was obviously looking for you.
If you have the darkness or your guns out, when you turn that corner, he'll put them away. And I thought the door was there, but no. I'm thinking of a later map where the door is in that kind of position.
Now, this is one of the few parts I know about, is while you're sitting with her, which should happen shortly, you can watch the entirety of To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, that's one of, like, the only things I know about this game.
Yeah, that was actually, I didn't believe that, so the first time I played this, I actually did sit here and watch the entirety of To Kill a Mockingbird with her.
Oh my god.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Can you believe this?
I mean, it's in super teeny tiny small-o-vision, as you'll see, but, like, you know, it's the whole movie, which is kind of impressive.
Cake. You won't believe this. Look, Giancarlo spelled your name wrong again.
There's a lot of little things in this game that actually really impress me.
Well, you gonna blow out the candles?
And the fact that you can watch the entirety of To Kill a Mockingbird, and the fact that there's actual television shows you can watch.
You're finally
kinda
legal.
awesome.
They actually got the licenses to a couple of, like, cartoons and
I
stuff.
know you
So,
always
like,
piss and moan
I
about
think there's,
your
like, 2 or
birthday,
3
but I couldn't
Popeye
resist.
cartoons you can watch in their entirety.
I mean, you're only 20.
There's, like, a couple of really obscure
Are
old
you
cartoons
okay,
you can
babe?
watch. Pretty cool.
Being kind of quiet.
Well, I mean, the reason they do obscure ones like that is because nobody gives a shit if you actually use them.
Yeah. By the way, I didn't use it, but when she asks if you're okay, there's a third option which you can select,
I know
which is to
you,
literally
Jackie, are
describe
so
everything that's
something's
happened
wrong.
in, like, very, very obvious detail. That you're a hitman and shit went wrong, and you've killed your way here, and you've killed before, and you'll kill again, and you've been possessed by an otherworldly demonic entity that feeds on the wickedness in people's hearts. And she'll just be like, "That's crazy. You've been reading too many
What
comics
exactly
on the
do you do for your
job."
Uncle Polly anyway? Why won't you tell me?
I'm nobody. Take out the garbage.
Like
Bad
like
line,
lying
Jackie
about it
Estacado.
is more in character though, which is why I went for it.
Yep.
Pale. You're sweating. There's something else, isn't there?
I look pale and I'm sweating. It's like I have giant tentacle monsters that live in my back.
I wear 3 trench coats at any one time, and I'm Italian, so being pale and sweaty just comes with the territory.
And now Uncle Paulie's kind of pissed at me.
Kind of pissed at me. He wants my
Hey, come
skull on his
It's your
table.
birthday, and I've got a new apartment. Let's take one day off from fucked up.
I don't know why, but every time I see her, I think I recognize her from Silent Hill. Like a Silent Hill game. I can't place it, but she looks like someone who would, like, be around that.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Innocence.
The fuck?
Come on, sit here for a while, Jackie. Watch some TV with me.
The more I'm hearing him, the more I'm impressed that he actually did that almost entirely.
He's got a really
Jenny,
good
what is it?
range.
Yeah.
Jenny?
Yeah?
Nothing.
Good job there, jackass. You should tell her you love her. No, we'll be fine. We'll admit, still a better love story than Twilight.
Like, this is probably the strongest aspect of this game.
This is the character development?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty good so far. I will admit, Jackie's
You want the
kind of
remote,
cardboard.
don't you, mister?
He's kind of cardboard, but he develops as, like, the thing goes on, which,
Yeah.
you know, is how you do.
I'd hope so.
Also, this part's really cool. Like, once you sit down on the couch, you can technically just get up and leave immediately, but if you sit here, like, your reward is character interactions.
Yeah.
And or To Kill a Mockingbird, depending
You
on
cold,
if you're here for the
Jackie?
movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's right there, so you can watch it. I mean, great movie.
I stayed here until the character interactions ran out.
Yeah.
Like, I did that the first playthrough, and it just seems like the right thing to do, so...
Well, I mean, this is a Let's Play. We're trying to show off the game here.
Yeah. Oh, also, if anyone, like... If we get a content claim on To Kill a Mockingbird, I will laugh.
I'll be upset, because it's like a 70-year-old movie.
Yeah, that's...
It's older than that. It was done in like the 30s, so this is an
Exactly.
80-year-old movie.
Like, I mean, I actually tried to not look at it directly. But, you know, you kind of have to. There's nothing else to look at.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Jenny is there, but, like, you're kind of at a weird angle, so...
Yeah.
It's kind of...
I don't know. It's. I doubt we will. It's awesome that is actually in the movie,
I'm always
in the
calm
movie in the
when
game,
you're
that you can watch the movie
there. I can feel
and you
your
can
heartbeat.
fairly well understand it.
Yeah.
Like that's an interesting touch, and that's not something a lot of game devs would go through it with. She has a lip ring. That's kind of cool.
By the way, that scar on her lip, that's kind of a reference to the comics. Kinda.
I know so little about the comics. I can't even comment on anything.
Once again, I'm just bringing up that it's a reference. That's why it's there. I haven't read the comics, so I don't know what it's referencing. I just know this
The guy to get
secondhand.
up.
I know there are comics, and I think I talked to one of the writers at some point when I was at Comic-Con, but
They take a very different angle to this whole thing. Like,
yeah.
like when we played The Darkness 2, that's much closer to the comics, although that still diverges. This is too different from the comics because it takes everything and tries to be realistic. The other one takes the comics and becomes even less realistic than that, but in a way that makes sense. Like, the comics have all kinds of crazy stuff, and the only reason I'm talking about them is because, like, nothing's really happening right now.
She's
like-
asleep.
Like, at one point, Jackie with the Darkness fights Superman. That's in canon. Fighting Superman.
What?
Yeah, for real. He wins, too.
Wait, Superman loses?
Yes.
Well, he does have a weakness to magic.
I don't need to point out to you, this is a bad situation. You better come
Like,
and see
that I
me.
know. I know me some Superman.
Where are you? Heard through the grapevine you were at the Olive Grove.
Olive Grove. Not Olive Garden.
Now
Olive
let me
Grove.
tell you something.
Totally different.
It's a good thing your Aunt Sarah's out of town.
Elf Grove is right next to her apartment, and this has been one messy afternoon. Now, you
Although I do love me some Olive Garden.
but tread lightly. I've got my share of shit for tonight, okay?
Not Olive Garden, though.
Hey.
Only Olive Garden.
Leave the goons to me. Now listen, Butch.
His mouth isn't even moving anymore.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that the lip sync
my
doesn't
ass
get
handed to me by a
weird.
very nasty
He just
scumbag
stops.
Whose name rhymes with Paulie Franchetti.
This reminds me of like the old PS1 games where instead of the lips moving, their faces just sort of stretched.
To be honest, like, the upper half of his face actually looks pretty good for, like, early Xbox 360.
Well, this is a 2007 game. This is 7 years old.
Like, it looks pretty good for its time,
Yeah.
but it's undeniably flawed. Like,
Well, I
lip sync
remember when
best
it was
attempt.
released, it was fairly impressive. But like as is now, it's dated is the best way to say it. Like it's like Twilight Princess with Legend of Zelda. It's a good looking game, it's just dated.
So yeah, Paulie, like, berates you over the course of the game, and I don't really know why. Like, he's trying to kill you, you're trying to kill him. It's fairly straightforward at this point.
So Jackie's adopted? What the fuck?
Yeah. He's not part of the Franchetti family. That's why his name's Jackie Estacado, and not Franchetti.
Well,
Also, just ignore the fact that that guy totally watched us eat that dude's heart and gun down those two men.
now question. Are random civilians all named?
Yes.
Oh God!
I like that.
Yeah, it's a nice touch.
Crazy! Who the hell are they?
Those guys are crazy.
Those are a couple of Paulie Franchetti's goons. Now they're looking for me. Just pretend you never saw me, and I'll take care of them.
You're Jackie Estacado, huh?
How do I know your
From
name?
now on, you're a friend. My friend. Those guys are crazy. They were going to kill me. You got them real good.
I only speak in sentences with 5 words or less.
I have something for you.
Yeah, and then he gives you a collectible. Here's a number you could call.
It
Self-help
may
or something.
or may not be phone sex.
So,
You're still playing in that window, aren't you?
yeah, I am. So
you're
here's...
you're
here's-
normally really good at shooters.
No, it's fucking hard as hell to aim in this game. The auto aim does exist, but it's not very strong. Like, honestly, the best thing to do in this, like, if I was making this game and I had all the executive authority and shit like that, the best thing to do would be to just go whole horse with the auto aim and do something like GoldenEye or Perfect Dark, where you just have to be pointing in the general direction. Because the auto aim, like, it's there, but it's not nearly strong enough for what you need to do. Like,
Well-
targeting lights is just really hard.
Question.
What?
How come the lefty and righty decided to lose their shit at you for no reason back there?
Oh yes, when you eat enough hearts, the strength of the shield increases, and whenever they roar in your face, the darkness has gotten strong.
No.
Yeah. I think the maximum amount of hearts you need is 80 or 100, something like that.
I assume you can get that fairly quickly.
No, that's like near the end of the game. Also, I'm just using this power as much as I can because I don't really like it and I don't really use it that much, so...
Jesus.
Also, if you miss, then it just, like, nibbles the ground and it looks really silly.
Is that like just a great dodge? What the hell? It looked like they weren't really noticing the tentacle.
Yeah, they don't. The tentacle won't get noticed until it's bitten someone or if it's the only thing around.
Huh.
Additionally, as long as combat's not started, if the tentacle is exposed to any light at all, it will retract. Immediately. So, like, there are certain points where there are, like, quote-unquote puzzle elements where you need to keep it out of the light. By the way, you can ring that and, like, basically call for Jenny ahead of time, but I didn't until now. Also, here's my favorite kill in this entire video. Right here. 2 guys.
Someone want to tell me what that is? Shit! Fuck!
Problem solved.
Parts eaten, problem solved. Righty is one full little bastard. Slash void snake thing.
Anyway, here's where we meet Butcher Joyce, who will become fairly important to the plot. Well, at least the whole mobster plot, not the Darkness plot.
If there's one untouchable in this business, it's Butcher Joyce. You put out a hit on some guy, Butcher flushes his body. No one's ever the wiser. Butcher knows everyone's business. But what keeps him alive is that he never, ever chooses a side. Yeah. It's too bad there's a war coming.
Anyway, see you next part.